Yes, people,
I should have.
welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Propaganda Machine. And we're back with another one. Last episode was so good, we had to run
It
it back
was.
again.
It was.
Yes, man. Premier League top
Back.
10 midfielders of all time. So, I'm joined by my good friends, Nana and Twisty. What you lot say, man? You lot good?
Yeah. Good, good,
We
good,
good. We
good.
good. We're
I want
chilling, and we're good to be back on the propaganda machine. And it's
Come
good to
on,
be back.
man.
I'm hyped up already. Just
good, you're good, you're good.
That's
I'm
what I'm
hyped up
saying,
already.
Yeah,
Like
man.
brother.
The same propaganda after propaganda, you get me?
Come on, bro. The agenda
So,
have to agenda, you feel me?
come
Yeah.
on. So, I'll kick things off. You know how it goes. I'll drop my number
Mm-hmm.
10, and then you guys, we can debate it. You drop your number 10s as
10,
well.
9, 8.
There we go. Now we're going 10 first. So,
All right,
my
cool.
number 10. Wait, don't tell me it's the wrong person. Here it is, man. The Spanish
Santi
magician, Santi
Cazorla.
Cazorla.
All right,
Only
all right, all
Arsenal
right.
fans
My
know
man.
how special this player was.
Very
Injuries
That's
cut
special.
short
exactly
his
where it is. That's why
literally
he's number 10, right? Only
exactly,
Arsenal
man.
fans would appreciate that. I know.
Bruv. Literally,
All right, okay.
like
That's not true.
injuries cut
That's
short
not
his
true.
career, and literally that
Let me see
last
the stats.
season,
Pull up the stats again.
the stats, the stats are not. They don't look. So that's
What's
kind
that?
of 1 in 2.
Oh,
He's a
come
one
on,
in.
man.
He's a 1 in 2 for the goals or assists in it. So for a midfielder, it's
It,
not too
it's
bad in
it's
it.
Not bad.
it's his
Not too
personal
bad still.
yeah, and it's not so bad actually. And the work rate Santi Cazorla put in, his ambidextrous, taking left and right corners with both feet, taking free kicks with both feet. Very few midfielders were going to pull that off in the Premier League. And like I said, I think he would have gone way more and done way better if injuries were
There,
ruining his whole career and all.
yeah, bruv. Because the
Yeah.
last season that he got injured, we were top of the league. Slapped up Antonio Conte's Chelsea 3-0. We thought that was our year to win the league, like many other seasons. He was playing deep in the double pivot, and then he got injured, and then our season fell apart, man. But yeah, man, Santi Cazorla, that he was an exceptional player. He's my favorite player in the Emirates era,
Very
man. So
exceptional.
yeah, man. So
All right.
yeah, but
So
you have
number
to
10.
put down "Do Not Disturb," man. But yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
so
Whose phone was that? Is that my one?
don't know, blood. But yeah, man.
No, it's mine.
No,
It's mine,
no.
I think.
Okay.
What's your number
Okay.
10, bro?
So I should go, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got a list, yeah, and like a really long list, but I'm going to start running it down. So my number 10
Mhm.
is Dennis Bergkamp.
Oh,
Dennis Bergkamp.
he's not on our,
Yeah.
he's not on the list,
He's not
bro.
supposed to be on the list, actually.
He's
Pull
not
up
on
that.
the
Pull up the
list.
adjusted list. He's not supposed to be on the list.
Yeah, he's
We
not
had him
on the
as a
list.
forward. On the
Yeah,
other
you're
list, we had
going
him as a
mad.
forward, so he
There's
can't
our
make two
list.
lists.
Centre
Yeah.
midfielders. The man got the
CMs, yeah, he's not
wrong
on the list.
agenda. Man.
He got the wrong
Funny
address.
enough, funny enough, there are some more people on my list that they even make this list, and I'm like, okay, but let's keep going forward and all. So I saw this other list, but I picked from the three lists, and I did a rundown and was
Yeah,
eliminating
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, uh,
yeah, nah.
but
Okay.
still,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
I feel he's my number 10, and looking at, because I have a joint number 9. Like I have two people on my number 9. So yeah, but there for me, I put it. So I think maybe we should go with Twisty while I kind of work on my
Yeah,
adjustments and
All
all.
adjust it,
right.
man. Adjust that, yeah.
Yeah,
My number
sure.
10, I would say Luka Modric.
Okay.
But I mean his Premier League Luka Modric, not
Yeah, no, of
like
course.
based on
Of
what he's
course, of
Come on,
achieved
course,
in Real
of course.
Madrid and
come on,
yeah.
bro.
But Premier
Like,
League, he was special,
bruv,
but
you can.
he wasn't there for that long. Let's just put it that way.
And
So yeah,
there's a
he
reason
was
why Real
very
Madrid
important as
signed
well.
him. There's a
Yeah, it's very
reason why.
important to the team. Yeah, it was world class. World class
Yeah,
actually. So yeah, I put him at number 10.
yeah. Nah, no doubt,
Right,
man.
have you got the stats for him?
I can pull it up, but I don't really think the
What's the
stats will
stats?
really
Because
show anything. To be fair,
that's what I want to see. Because the goat debates these days, football is more about the stats now.
nah,
So to have the goat debate, we have to have some stats on some of them.
True, true, true.
Because what if he's just got 3 assists and 5 goals? That means he's nowhere. He's not supposed to be nowhere in the top 10 of all-time Premier League players. We're just going off his reputation as Luka Modric. You get what I'm saying?
nah. I do hear that. To be fair, but to be fair, I
That's
have no qualms. Like who I had at number 10 before was I had what's his name, Musa Dembele. Musa Dembele
yeah,
was just a
same thing.
baller, man. He
Same
he
thing, but
probably
I think I'll
yeah
put him higher up actually.
yeah he's not got the best stats. So Luka
Yeah.
Modric has 17 goals and 24 assists for Tottenham Hotspur. So that's not the
Uh,
worst, man.
it's not the
It's lit.
worst,
Yeah, man.
but in how
It's
many
not the
games
worst.
though?
160 games.
Yeah, but
160 games, man.
in
Yeah.
comparison with some of the people on the list, mm,
Yeah, but he's at number 10, innit? Like, number 10, I got Santi Cazzola, you get me? He's 1 and 2 for goals and assists, which, you know what I'm trying to say? Bruv, that's quite
it's
good,
not bad.
bruv. Especially
It's not bad
considering he
actually.
was playing, like, sometimes in a double pivot, bro. He was deep lying playmaker, fam. Especially in that last season. He went to the Etihad and done a madness. That's our last win at the Etihad because of Cazzola. So that's why man have to put respect on his name. You feel me? Yeah, man. But that's a good shout,
He's a
man. That's a
baller
good
still.
shout, man. But
So that's
this
10
is
for
where
everyone done.
I feel like obviously Nano went mad. You amended your number 10 yet, bro?
Yes, I did. And I went with him with Twisted for my number 10. I just moved Luka Modric up around the
Okay.
so Luka Modric
That's
is my number 10. So in the Premier League, and also he was my
Yes.
number 9, but since I adjusted my number 10, I just
yeah,
moved him
that's
a bit
fine, bruv.
upwards and also yeah.
Yeah, man. But I
Luka
think this is
Modric.
where the controversy starts, man. You know what they say?
Yeah.
Controversy sells, and I think this is almost. I feel like this might get the same reaction as Alan Shearer at number 10.
Right? Luka Modric,
Roy
right?
Keane. Roy Keane is my number 9. Bruv.
Wow.
Yeah, to be honest, I felt like he's more of a personality than a player. He's more
Yeah,
of a
man.
leader he's more of a, leader for United and mentality and everything. I think he's more of a personality than a player.
Yeah, like
He
if
weren't nothing
if
special, I don't think.
if it was like a top 3 for captains, he'd definitely be in there. He'd be a lot
Yeah, yeah,
higher,
yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%.
but
Yeah,
but
he
Roy,
captained United. Yeah, he captained
yeah,
United.
man, he captained
Yeah,
United, and as I put up the stats, look at that. He's got 7 Premier Leagues in 10 seasons for Man United,
that is
39
crazy.
goals, 33 assists in 366 games, 2 Player of the Months. What can I
Yeah, that's
say
crazy.
about Roy Keane, man? He's a leader amongst
Yeah,
men.
yeah, 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 yeah.
To be
That's not
that
even
pivotal
controversial.
figure at Man United, you need balls. And
Yeah,
some will
yeah,
say he had 2 big balls, and Fergie said, "Get out!" Kicked him to the
yeah.
curb. You feel
Yep.
me?
Couldn't
Look,
have
look at
two
this.
captains on one ship.
They're here already. Ha ha ha
Yeah,
ha.
Bias to
bias to
Arsenal
Arsenal
straight
straight
away.
away.
I think that's
Straight
for the
Yeah.
away.
Cazzola. That's for Santi. But yeah, like literally, yeah, man. Roy Keane, he had to be in this list. I think it would be more controversial if I left him out. I had to put him in there. He's not the
Yeah.
worst technically. He can play ball, but when I looked at this list on a whole, I couldn't really put him above the people below on a footballing basis. You know what I'm trying to say? Everyone on my list, there's only I think two
Baller.
players that didn't win the Premier League. So yeah, man, that's my number 9. Twist, I'll go to you for your
Okay,
number 9.
you know what? You know what? I was thinking of people to put low as well, and I think Roy Keane just fits that bill. Actually, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'll go with Roy Keane because mentality and everything as a leader, he's a leader of men, isn't it? So he
Yeah,
was crucial in United's Premier League campaign for years, for a decade. So yes, he is a legend, and he is
mm,
a trophy winner. But
yeah,
balling ability, his footballing ability, I can't tell you anyone watches my his football highlights if not just to see the fouls and red cards. I don't think it's to see the amazing pass from Roy Keane or the amazing header or finish. It's to see the fouls and to hear what he said. So he's more of
mm,
a personality than he is, yeah. So no, no. Obviously, he is a baller. Obviously, he is good.
yeah.
The
Of
stats
course, he's definitely
do
a
prove
baller.
it. Obviously,
It's
but
no,
I mean, compared to the people on the list, is what I'm trying to say. So he's a bigger personality than I would say Kevin De Bruyne is at Manchester City.
yeah,
You know what I'm
no,
saying? His
definitely.
impact is yeah.
He's the biggest
Yeah,
character you'd probably say on the list, bro.
yeah. On the
Literally,
list,
probably.
yeah. So
Yeah,
for
man.
that reason, I think he made the list and not for his footballing ability. So 9 is fair for him. Yeah,
Yeah,
because this is football.
nah, fair
Not
enough, man.
coaching. We're talking about centre mids, not best coaches. So yeah, let's go.
Nah, fair, man. Nano, what's your number 9,
So
bro?
my adjusted number 9 is Jordan Henderson,
Oh,
and
Good.
for some reason he made my number 9, and um,
Why am I frozen?
Jordan has been spectacular,
yeah,
right?
it's calm, yeah.
Uh, Jordan has been, not just spectacular. He's been what's the word now? Very pivotal for Liverpool. Almost doing the work of
Consistent. He was consistent.
yes, very consistent. So he was like Rodri in Man City. When he wasn't there, you notice.
Mm,
He's that kind of player
yeah,
that you don't really notice his impact until he's not there. You get
yeah,
so yeah. Trophy wise, not really much for
yeah.
Liverpool, but
Yeah, I
but
think
but
one Premier
like
League, one
yeah,
Champions League,
yeah, yeah,
one
yeah,
League
yeah.
Cup, and I think
One League
maybe
Cup
two
too.
League Cup.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know we
Mm.
definitely
That's
won every trophy available.
Yeah, but
So
and his input to the team too. So I think that's all I have
yeah.
to put on that note now because I'm working with an adjusted note and everything. But
mm,
yeah, he is my number 9. He makes my number 9. Jordan Henderson is there.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair, man. So I go to
Another one.
I go to my
8.
number 8. My number 8 for the list. Yeah, yeah. Toure has made my list at number 8.
No way. You
62
you gotta pull up this
goals,
list again. No way.
32
He should be top
assists,
5.
literally in
You
230 games.
get that was my point. But let's keep going. I know.
Yeah, like Yaya
In
Toure. What can
200
I say?
games.
Like there's always you could always say this guy could be higher. I have no doubt that he could be
Yeah,
higher.
nah.
That
I wouldn't agree with
season
that.
in the Premier League, oh my days, when he got 20 goals, dragged Man City to the league, scoring the craziest goals, long range, free kicks. I think might have got 7 free kicks or 8 free kicks in the season. He was
Yeah, he was.
sensational. He was unstoppable. That is a player that Arsenal could have done with in that era when we were very tiki taka. We had a lot of
True.
small technical players and we were just missing that powerhouse midfielder. We been looking for that Vieira replacement. We've probably only just now started to get them big physical players in midfield. And Yaya Toure, yeah, man. I was like tossing and turning. I was like, should I put this guy
No, good
higher?
shots. Yeah.
But
Should
I
have been
don't.
higher, but yeah,
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Yeah,
should
man.
have
I
been
don't
higher,
know, bruv.
but
What do you guys think of that, man? Feel free to
yeah,
put.
baller. You know what? Yeah, he's a baller. That means
Yeah.
ability wise, like I think he's better than someone that's got better stats up that I know you'd have up there, like say Scholes. Do you get what I'm saying? But Scholes has got the trophies to prove it. Because you're talking about free kicks, long range. Yeah, Scholes has got that, but like even with the link up play of Yaya Toure, he was special. You get what I'm saying? So the people that where you would
Really
put,
special, really special.
he was really special, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know about eight
Mm,
because of he doesn't have the
It,
I would say
it's just
accomplishments
personal
as the rest of
opinion,
them,
though.
but yeah,
mm.
his
Yeah,
personal opinions, yeah. But
I
it's
because he
just
doesn't
feel
have
personal
like
the
opinion.
accomplishments, yeah,
I just
I
feel
would
like
I
say
personally have it
the
higher on my own list. I know.
I
the
would have put
rest
him
of
in
the
five.
players, the rest of
He's
the
in top
players,
five for me.
I didn't I feel like they had more longevity in the Premier League. So remember,
And that
Yeah.
counts too.
trophies, ability, longevity. Those are the three metrics how I judge these players. Some
Okay.
is more personal opinion, like Santi Cazorla. That was a feeling.
So
So
those are your
I,
bases of judging
yeah,
them. Cool. Now,
yeah,
know what are your bases of getting your list? Then I'll tell you mine.
Well, still what he said. Trophies, um,
Yeah. So that's
abilities, and
achievements. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, achievements, your abilities, your technique, and some other thing I like to look out in or keep standouts in a player is well, it still falls under ability somehow. Individual brilliance. On
yeah,
and off the ball. Yeah,
yeah.
there's that's what separates some players from the other players. You get.
Mm,
Um, an example is someone like Messi is lazy off the ball, but he's not just lazy off the ball. He's scanning the pitch. He's seen walking around, but that walking around, he's
looking for
mapped out the whole
space.
place, and then one move,
Mm,
boom, you get. So I like to look at that in players too. So trophies, and because the individual abilities is what will make you stand out, even if you're like maybe in a bad
Yeah.
team. That's why you can see some of my people in my top 10. I didn't really make it about trophies, because if we made it about trophies, then we're really taking out the
Yeah.
good squad from the game. I
yeah,
know.
because
Yeah.
then Roy Keane would be, you know what I mean? He'll
You,
probably
Yeah.
fit
top,
Yeah.
you,
in the
Yeah.
top
you
three.
get
All right.
yeah, exactly,
So
exactly.
what I picked mine from, what I based mine off was that's achievements, that's trophies.
Yeah,
Yeah. The second one is footballing ability. That means the type you've gone to YouTube to check out the highlights of that pass, that
yeah,
overhead
yeah,
kick,
yeah,
that you get what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
second.
yeah,
Then the third is the general impact in the team. Just like we was talking about Roy Keane. That's impact.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's a player that like
yeah,
on the touchline, he rather get a red card than not make an impact. Like, yeah, that was so that was what I
yeah,
based
yeah,
my
yeah,
10 off.
yeah.
Yeah, so we could
Oh,
go. So the blackjack, you've done your 8. Go on. Yeah, let's get back to it.
Yeah, is you guys now.
All
What's
right,
your
cool.
eights? Yeah,
so
Boy.
okay, you've done 8. So who's go next?
you can go
I think
You,
I
you,
next.
should go.
you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. My number 8 is Cesc Fabregas. Cesc
Oh,
Fabregas falls in my number 8
okay.
as um, midfielders
Yeah.
and all. Cause
Mm,
come on, we all know Cec's story. He's special.
yeah.
From Arsenal to Barcelona to Chelsea, but we're
Mm,
just saying Arsenal, Chelsea. I think
yeah.
up to date he has one of the best assists in the Premier League. I think he got an award or something relating to that. I'm not sure, but
I think
Cesc
you're right.
had,
Here it is.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Cesc
yeah,
Fabregas,
yeah.
350 games, 850 goals, 111
And 11
assists.
assists.
Yeah,
His vision was impeccable.
yeah,
He had that special touch to him.
mm,
He was that good in delivering to the final third.
yeah,
He knew how to transition. During the attack. And
yeah,
one thing I like about him too is how he holds the ball and how he doesn't
yeah,
really put much thought, and he doesn't like
yeah.
to keep the ball too much, and he doesn't put too much thought into it, and then his touches
Yes.
are very
Mm,
impeccable and all. So yes, Sex Fabregas falls into my number 8 because although I'm not sure he won the Premier League, I'm not sure.
yeah. He won two at Chelsea.
Oh, he did win two at Chelsea, yeah. So
Yeah,
there
Mourinho
goes
and
my
Conte.
point. He
He's got two
he
Premier
he,
Leagues.
he yeah. So yeah, Sex
FA
Fabregas
Cup with
is
Arsenal and multiple
yeah,
trophies with
yeah,
Chelsea.
yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, he did get the trophies eventually to back up his skill and his individual abilities, and he was really instrumental. Like I'm picking players that were really instrumental in their team, during the
mm,
points in time while they served their time at the EPL and also yeah. So
yeah.
that's Fabregas from number 8.
And you see, that just segues us into my number 7, who is Cesc Fabregas.
Says Fabregas.
So we're thinking the same. He broke onto the
Yeah,
scene
yeah,
as a
yeah.
16-year-old, 16 years
16
old
year
at
old
Arsenal. And
youngster, and his potential just burst out right immediately. And, he was on the
immediately,
scene. He was on the
yeah,
scene immediately, and, really special talent, Sex. Really special talent.
exactly. He came into the team. I think um I feel like it might, yeah, I think he broke onto the scene in the season that Vieira left. So it was kind of like bittersweet. It might have been the season after. I'm not too sure, but either way, that he was a valuable member and asset to
Very
Arsenal Football
valuable
Club.
member.
He carried us in our dark, dark times in the Emirates era. We were going through it. He
Yeah.
was our captain. One game, what did he do? He had a broken leg. He had a broken leg, and he still took the penalty and scored. That sets him apart. He had heart, and
He did have
he
heart.
did
He did have
he
heart.
had to. At the time, I was devastated when he left. You're thinking, oh, why is he leaving? Why is he leaving
Yeah,
Arsenal?
yeah.
But he was too good for Arsenal. That's the truth. At that
True,
time,
true,
we just wanted
true,
top
true.
four, and his
Yeah.
ambitions were far
Where
beyond
to
Arsenal.
far beyond, far beyond.
And when you look back at it, you get older, and then you start to
Like,
realize,
bro, my
you
network just
you re-
went off.
yeah, it's cool. You
I'm on two
realize.
devices. They're not shutting me out, fam.
Yeah, no, it's
Well, go
calm.
on.
You start to realize now my number 7 was Cesc Fabregas. We're saying that you start to realize just how much impact he had on the team. A captain. He was a captain, I think, at what? Probably like 20 years old. He became the Arsenal captain. He took us, the youngest Arsenal side, to get to a semi-final
Where did you
of
put
the champ
Fabregas? 8.
of the Champions League. Number 7.
7. He put Fabregas at 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
And
enough.
then he left. He went to Barcelona. He came back. We had the option to buy, but we chose not to buy him back, which was a
Wait,
big mistake. He went to Chelsea. He won trophies, 2 Premier Leagues, and I'm sure he won a couple of cups as well. So
I
no
bro.
doubt that
Sorry to
Cesc
Even
interrupt.
Fabregas
even at his time
deserved to be on
at
this
his
list.
time at Arsenal, at his time as Arsenal, like you rightly said, at that point he was too good for Arsenal. And I just kept thinking that time that he did deserve the Premier League, and I never really had bad blood for him when he left. I think he won the
Yeah,
Champions League just the next season after he left
Oh
Arsenal.
shoot,
at
this
Barcelona.
Arsenal
Barcelona.
fans.
Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's one
So
of them. Like you just like when you get older,
yeah.
you just start to realize, yeah, I
He
have no,
deserved better. He
I
deserved better.
I don't have as much
Oh
hate
my days,
now
I'm having
looking
phones
back,
back.
especially like what these owners are doing now. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mm,
man.
mm, mm,
Yeah,
mm.
yo, the other phone.
Yeah, man. But yeah, what's your number? Have you gone? What's your number
So,
7?
Who? My number 7.
No, Nano.
okay, mine. He's gone off already. So, okay, he's back on. My number 7 is Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes falls in my number 7, and Paul
Okay.
Scholes is someone that needs no introduction. And I know some people, streamers, people watching this will be like, Paul Scholes, he should be higher on the list. On some people's list is higher, but Paul Scholes falls in my number 7 because um, yes, he was impactful. He has the trophies, he has the goals, and he has the longevity. And that's why I put him at 7.
Okay.
Scholes is, yeah, that's good.
He Scholes was special in a way that he was um, he was an instrument for Sir Alex Ferguson at the time. And when I mean instrument, Sir Alex Ferguson was a very tactical coach, and he used him very um, very instrumentally. But Alex Ferguson used to deploy Paul Scholes when he needed him. You see, I use the word deploy because when he needed him to do specific tasks, he goes there and he does it exactly as the manager envisions it in his head. And
Yeah.
um, he was a very instrumental tool in the Red Devils team. And yeah, he has the goals, like I said, the trophies, and the longevity to back it up at Manchester United. And although he did play with a super team as of that moment, but he was part of what made it super. So, yeah, definitely makes it to my number 7. I think he is the highest Manchester United. Yes, he is the highest Manchester United um, midfielder on my list. So, for me, I think he's the best Manchester United CM ever
So
till date.
You don't have Roy Keane on your list then.
I don't have Roy Keane on my list. Sorry.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't have Roy Keane on my list. Sorry. Sorry.
Nah, fuck.
Not to take anything away from Roy. I think Roy is great. Um, Especially watching him then, he had this rivalry with Patrice
Vieira.
Vieira. Whenever they played, it was like a real tussle. I think they played the same position in both teams, so it was like really physical with them. So yeah, I feel Roy was more physical, and although Bosco's is physical too, but Roy was more of someone you put to destabilize the other team and knock their game off and make them
Yeah.
lose their heads and all. Um, Paul was doing. There's something me and my brothers call Paul. We call him Apostle Paul, you know, because his passes, we say he sends what's it called now? Good news messages. Like that's what he call his crosses and his long passes.
Mm.
Sending goodwill messages like the Apostle Paul in the Bible was sending. To different parts of.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was really good at that. So like his long balls, Paul Scholes' long balls were like pinpoint accurate.
Mm.
Another player I saw do it in Manchester United was Paul Pogba, but he did make my list too. So yeah,
Yeah,
Paul
you
was
can.
great. For me, I think Paul is better than Roy, and that's why Paul makes my list, but Roy doesn't.
Nah, fair enough. Obviously, I would say a lot more, but I've got him higher, so I'm sure we're gonna come back to Paul Scholes. But
Definitely.
Twisty,
All right.
what's your number 7?
Number 7, Yaya Toure for me. Now this is where I put him in
Okay.
because he's a footballing genius,
You did say top
and
five though, while he's on your 7.
This is what I'm saying. He
saying
was going on
I've
like me
seen the top
putting him eight,
5s of it.
me
No,
putting
no, no.
him
You know what?
eight, like, and he's
Mhm.
gone one step lower, like.
No, no, no. You know what? Yeah, I'm thinking because KDB and Bruno Fernandez is definitely top 3.
Bruno's not
or
even on
top
the
five?
list.
Or he's not on the
It's
list.
not on
No.
my list. It's not on.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
He's not really a
Well,
centre midfielder. I wouldn't really. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't put him
What
on
would
the
you?
list. But
What position would you have put him on?
number 10. But yeah. You
Nah, the
lot got the
stats
list,
was
bro. You lot acting like you lot didn't see the list, fam. But yeah.
nah. Cool. Nah. I changed my mind on top five. I don't think Yaya Toure will make it in actually.
Yeah, fam, man. Either way, there's no way Bruno can get in this list, bro. Hell no.
Nah,
Hell no. Hell no.
he's carrying the team right now, though.
He's good.
Carrying
He's
them to
good. He's good.
13th.
In fact,
Bro,
in
there's
my
standards
previous
on this
list, he
list,
made
bro.
it, but yeah, but the standards on this list are epic. Like, in fact, they're heavy. They're really heavy,
Yeah.
and all. But Bruno is really
Mhm.
pulling the weight. I'm not taking anything away from Bruno. Is
Impactful.
brilliant. In fact, in another list, Bruno will make it, but I don't think he
Yeah.
makes this list. But in
Yeah.
another list, Bruno will
In the
definitely
number
make it
10s,
because
I think then there's a debate in it. Like I'll have no when we do the number 10s, I don't have like he's gonna
you're
be
right.
there
You're
in
right.
it.
You're right.
Even on the
You're right.
number
You're
10,
right.
like the number
You're
10
right.
list, I didn't Odegaard's not there. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I didn't put him on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like he's not there, bro.
Okay.
We talked about
Okay.
this earlier today, Twisty, the whole Odegaard
Mm,
being on the list
yes.
thing. We actually had a chat
Nah.
about it earlier. No, yeah, man. No.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right. So that's my number 7. Yeah, Toure.
Okay.
That's where I put him in now.
Now we're getting into the meat and bones. I feel like this player's just missing out on my top 5.
5.
But hey,
Five.
I'm
Have we
tossing
gotten to
it.
five? Have I said my number six? I don't think I've said my number six.
Did you?
No, we're still on number 6.
No, we're on number
Oh,
6.
number
I'm giving my
6.
number 6
Oh,
now.
okay. Oh, okay.
And
Okay. I thought you were saying top
so,
five.
hey, so this player, I feel like it's so controversial because, like I said, I was tossing and turning. There's so many players on the list. Like at first, I had Roy Keane at 2. I said, nah, you gotta go to 9. But this player, the stats are crazy. Frank Lampard, 609 appearances, 177
Wow, that's
goals,
really
102 assists. Crazy.
Fam.
What's he
That's
got?
more than a
He's
lot of
got
strikers.
three Premier Leagues and 1 Player of the Season, and he's got a Champions League, I believe, as well. So Frank Lampard, you look
Nah,
back at it
he's top stuff.
at West Ham, he was a sensation. He was, you could tell that he was gonna be a top player. You could tell, like Chelsea bought him, and he never looked back. He never looked back. He made that move. You know, when you leave one London rival for another, you've got big
yeah,
pressure. Big pressure.
yeah.
But he thrived under the pressure. He was
Delivered
there
still.
from the before Abramovich and during that era. And he's one of the poster boys along with John Terry that were there.
Yeah.
English talent, English core, and he could be higher on
Yeah.
the list. You could even argue
Yeah.
some people might say he's number 1 just because of those stats
Bro,
alone. Those
he's
stats
top
alone,
3.
those stats alone,
He,
no
he,
He's
other
he,
top 3
he,
midfielder
midfielder
in the
he
Premier
comes
League.
definitely
clean.
will be on some people's number
He's top
one.
3 mid. Yeah, I
He'll
think he's top
definitely
3
be on
midfielder
some
in the Premier
people's
League.
number one.
Since we're just going by Premier League, maybe it's because he never left the Premier League, but yeah, he's top 3 legendary midfielders of the Premier League.
Yeah, man.
Top 3.
But
Easily.
that that's my number 6
I
though.
think I
Anyway,
think
man.
I think he's the highest scoring midfielder, if I'm not confused, in the Premier League.
Definitely. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
He
he's got
hits all the
that's more goals
numbers.
than strikers.
This is what I'm
177
saying.
goals.
Yeah,
Like
That's more goals than certain strikers had on the list for strikers.
exactly. He's definitely in the top 10 most goals. Wayne Rooney
Oh,
just I think got 200. So he's
yeah,
definitely up there.
206, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So
yeah. All right, cool. That's a good number 6. Nano.
What's yours?
My number 6 is Silva, and the Silva is David Silva. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's my number 6. David Silva is my number 6. He has it all: the trophies, the goals plus assist, and the individual abilities, his technicality, his
Mm,
dribbles, his touch. He was light on his feet.
mm.
I remember the 6-1
Who,
defeat Man City to
yeah. Man
Manchester
United.
United.
I just saw it
Yeah,
earlier. The assist for the
exactly.
sixth goal was crazy. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
He
get.
was he was all over the Manchester United defense. I think he even pushed further up in that match. He was just causing
Mm,
havoc in their final third, and
mm,
um, they just couldn't. That was like his really really breakout moment, and from then on it was just consistency to consistency, back to back. David was exceptional in the Premier League. He was one of
mm.
those midfielders you'd love to watch. Apart from
Yeah.
everything trophies, and when you say you love to watch somebody, David Silva is one of those midfielders that you love to watch. You love to see move around.
Yeah.
The coach always has a task for him, and he most of
Yeah.
the time ends up delivering the task and everything. So yeah,
Yeah. He's
David
in the
Silva, my
Santi
number
Cazorla
6.
load. But do you want me to shock you though?
Mm.
No. Sorry.
Stats.
No.
Mm.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So he got 60 goals and 93 assists. So
That's not bad.
one in two, just like Santi Cazorla. So they got similar stats. They're built in a similar mode. So
true,
yeah,
true.
David Silva,
I
when we done it,
They play the same. They play the same position in Spain. Yeah,
similar.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
similar. Like
yeah. So,
I'd
so.
I'd assume that similar areas of the pitch. You don't really look to
Mm.
them for goals, but they're just special players and they can get goals. They
Exactly,
can play. They start their
exactly,
career.
exactly.
I think when he come to the Premier League, he started as like a number 10. He's more a number 10. I think even got played out wide, but
Yeah,
you just knew he needed to be in the middle of the park with his technical ability. He's too technical. He's so technical, and yeah, he is on my list as well. So
Damn.
twisty.
My number 6,
Wait,
Paul Pogba.
Paul Pogba, yeah.
My
oh,
number 6
PP,
for footballing
PP.
ability
Good
and
name, good name.
his impact in that United squad at the time. Remember, he was in the squad with Rashford, like everyone, the other superstars, but he made everybody else look like average players. You know what I'm saying? He was
Yeah,
there with, like, you get what I'm saying? So his impact for the squad, I feel I had to rate it, and his footballing ability. That's why he made it just below my top 5. But yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Pogba special, yeah, but not
I think
legendary
that's.
special, not legendary status, but
I do
yeah.
think that's controversial. To be fair,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
do think
think
it's
it's very
controversial as well.
controversial
Yeah, I
because
do think it.
yeah, someone like did you have Yaya Toure on your list?
Yeah, and that's it. He came 7th, and
Yeah,
he
so
Pogba 6th.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I think that's controversial.
Pogba wears
controversial
the number
statement.
6. Are you sure? Are you sure you're not using Pogba's number 6 to confuse your
Psyop,
ratings and
psyop,
all? Well,
psychological.
Pogba is special. Frankly, I think
Mhm.
Pogba was made for more greatness, but unluckily for him, I don't know. There are a lot of factors that make Pogba not get to the potential. I feel Pogba
Yeah, Pogba
is
was special.
for me, for me, for me. If Pogba was what he's supposed to be, Pogba is supposed to make top 10 midfielders ever in the world. He had that ability. He had that.
Yeah,
He's that special. Pogba is both technically gifted. He's creative.
mm,
He's talented. he's like the whole package in one. Like he's just not settled. When someone is not just doesn't really have his rhythm, and and then he didn't have that consistency. For me, that's why he didn't make my list. When a player is
Bro,
special, and then on some days
can
they
you pull up the
just
stats
ghost
on
and
Pogba?
disappear. Yeah.
Can you pull up the stats on Pogba? I just want to check something.
So yeah. So
Now
Pogba
Pogba's
is one of those
special.
players to me.
Yeah,
I
special
felt, I
player.
felt, I felt should do more. Just like I'll give you an example. Neymar. Like I feel Neymar should have won more Ballon d'Ors.
Yeah.
But these players never really, really, really hit their potential because of some
Neymar didn't win the
distractions.
Ballon
Would I
d'Or because
say?
I think that's a different conversation. Neymar didn't win the Ballon d'Or because of the whole Cristiano Ronaldo Messi era. That's why.
Yeah.
If not, I think Neymar
Well,
would have gotten the Ballon d'Or.
you could say that. You could say that, but if you think about it, Benzema
If it
won
was
the Ballon
Neymar
d'Or.
versus, that's
Modric
what I'm
won the
saying.
Ballon d'Or.
If it was Neymar versus them,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not a competition. You get what I'm saying? He would win the Ballon d'Or. But anyway, we're talking Premier League. Let me not derail too much. Too
Yeah,
much.
but what I'm trying to say is like the potential. Even Pogba is Ballon d'Or potential. Do you get my point? That's
Yes,
how
yes, yes,
high I
yes,
rate
yes, yes.
Pogba. You get, but he never really, peaked into that moment. He never really, went for it. He never really. I don't think he took his career that serious because he just kept falling. For me, that's why he didn't make my list because I rate Pogba really highly. Like Pogba is one of the players that on his best
Yeah, of
day,
our
he's
generation.
a 10 out of 10. Like on
Yeah.
his best day, he's like S class.
Pass,
Like he's like up there and all.
shooting.
You get,
Yeah.
yeah. His passing, his shooting, his everything, his
Football
skills.
ability.
To see a midfielder of that build that is still skillful, like it's rare.
Yeah,
It's rare.
bro.
Yeah.
I do hope he makes a comeback still.
Hopefully.
Yeah, man. But
But that was my number 6.
yeah, I'd say that is very controversial. To be
But
fair,
you
though,
didn't pull up the stats though.
I'm pulling up the
Yeah,
stats now, and the stats are not really
You,
backing up
you,
anything. To be fair,
you ain't pull
39
it up though.
goals and 48 assists, which yeah
In how many
is
games?
233, which is
Yeah,
quite
who?
meh.
But
Yeah.
what was the other one? 300 games. Who was it? Who was it that
So
was
he's not
300
even
games, 60 goals,
he's
30 assists?
he's not even 1 in 2. He's not even 1 in 2, to be fair. So, and what did he get? He got a Carabao Cup and the League Cup, which
Mm,
yeah,
not really
man.
a major
Yeah, man.
achievements.
This one, yeah, I think that's a stinker. To be fair, I thought mine's was bad. I think this is the worst one.
Nah,
I
judging on
kind of think this
footballing
is the worst
ability,
one
no.
because
Judging on footballing ability, you
he's
can't
got
say
the
that.
most ability out of
Mm.
probably nearly everyone on the list, but he
Yeah, that's what
didn't
I'm saying.
deliver.
Judging on football ability, you can't now put him out completely. You get what I'm saying? Because this is like football we're
I get
talking
your
about.
point.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
I get your point. I
So
get your
he's
point.
not. Yeah, he could have been top 5, but he didn't make top 5.
Yeah, man.
So
But
yeah, Pogba still. Yeah.
so that's the
You really
nine
wanted
to
him to come
six.
to Tottenham after Manchester United, of course. I'm sure you
Yeah.
wanted him
I
at
needed
Tottenham.
him there still. I needed Pogba. Dele Ali
Well,
left.
yeah, man. Well, now we move into our top
Top
fives.
5.
Let's
So
go.
Ooh. Ooh.
my number 5, controversial again, Kevin De Bruyne.
Very controversial. Very
So Kevin De
controversial.
Bruyne, he makes my top 5.
Very
Two
controversial, of course.
180 games, 70 goals, 118 assists, 2 player of the seasons, 2 player of the months, 6 Premier Leagues, 3 assists,
Yeah.
playmaker awards. bruv, KDB.
Top three.
What can I say about KDB, man? Like
KDB
that
top
we
three.
don't
bro.
already know. Like he's undeniable. He's
Top
undeniable,
stuff.
and
Top
it's one
stuff.
of them. Maybe when he hangs up his boots, I might put him higher up the list.
That's what I'm saying.
How
I was just about to say that. The
that's
only
how
reason
good
he's not
he's
higher
been.
up on your list is because he's still playing. Yeah, he's better. I
Eh,
think he's got a better. Yeah, he's better than Scholes. Prime
I don't
KDB
know
over
about
Prime
that, but
Scholes
yeah.
still. Prime
But
KDB over. I'm not. That's my opinion. Prime KDB
yeah,
over
that's
Prime
fair.
Scholes still.
Yeah,
Prime
that's fair. But
KDB
I don't.
over Prime Scholes.
Yeah, like I don't. I don't really. I don't know. Like you see these lists, cause the eras are different. These that was playing in 4-4-2, and
True. True.
yeah,
True.
could KDB do it in a 4-4-2? I don't think he could. I don't think he could. So it's just one of them. But he's high up
All
on my
things
list.
considering.
Number
Yeah, no,
5,
good.
6 Premier Leagues. Like Kevin De Bruyne, man. What a player. What a player, man. The passes, the goals. He destroys teams. And like he's had that burst of pace. He can burst away. He's got that deceptive acceleration and running power. But yeah, when he
Crazy.
leaves, I'm sure I'll revisit this opinion
My
and
list is a
probably
mock up still.
put him higher
My
up on
list
the
is a
list.
mock up
Man.
now still. 'Cause I think
Yeah, man.
KDB my number one
But,
still.
but why are you waiting for him to leave though before you rate
That's
him
what I'm
higher
saying.
on your list and
They
all?
don't want to give you your
Because I
flowers
know
No,
when you're alive, man.
because the players I got on my list, I think
I
I
get
think are better than him. Like I'm looking at him. Yes, he's. It's hard to criticize him. I got no criticism for him, but in this day
He's
and
world
just
age,
rate
class.
people
all
higher.
we're
It's fair.
doing,
That's fair. That's
all
fair.
we're doing is judging players off stats. That's how I
True.
feel it is. All it
True.
is stats, and there's a lot of. He's got the vision. Yes,
But
he can shoot. He can whip in the cross. Yes,
bro,
but
it's not
the
just the
players
assists, bro.
I've got higher on the
Bro,
list, I feel they
Yeah.
just got that
bro.
little bit more what I
Sorry
look
to
for in a
interrupt.
footballer.
Sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt you, bro. Yeah, obviously it's your opinion, yeah. Bro,
yeah.
it's not just the stats for KDB, bro.
No, I
I've
didn't
once
say that.
watched a football
But
match, yeah.
I'm saying
KDB
that's what
made a
people judge
pass
him on.
here. It weren't an assist. He made a pass. It was so
Mm,
clean and direct.
yeah.
The whole crowd did like disgusting. Like you get what I'm saying? The whole crowd had to just go,
Yeah. He
bro,
has
right
that.
to
He
the
has
like,
that too.
nah, no
He
way.
has that too.
Yeah.
He has that too.
KDB
He
number
has that.
one is
But
on
like,
my list. It's on my
but
list. Number one, yeah.
spoiler.
Nah,
Yeah.
the pass, bro.
Boo. Boo. Yeah. Boo.
Nah, I might as well, man. I might as well. Still, yeah.
Uh,
Go on. Alright, cool. So that's your number 5 still.
okay,
Yeah. Go on. Nano.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going with my number 5, and my number 5 is none other than the Liverpool legend himself, Steven Gerrard. Falls in
Oh,
my number
nice one.
5.
Nice one.
Yeah, Steven Gerrard doesn't need no introduction.
Yeah.
The name, travels with him everywhere he goes. I think he's a manager at a division club now. Yeah, and I heard he's kicking it well there
I don't
too.
even know. I know he was in Saudi. I know he was in
Yeah,
Saudi.
no, he's
Yeah.
back. I think he's in a Division One club or something. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Steven. Steven was that midfielder that was more than a midfielder. In fact, at the point he was more than a player in his team.
Mm.
You know, he was even more than a leader. He was like a beacon. He was like an icon. He was like, you know,
Yeah.
watching Steven Gerrard. People will be like, what's really special about him? Because You know, he's typical Englishman. There's a way I rate English players. You know,
Mm,
I used to think some of them don't really have technique to them. You know, they're just regular football. Play how they know. But Steven was. I remember watching Steven's videos, and you'd be wondering why he's impactful in his team, and just watching the way his team plays, and his inputs and his directions in the team, show you a lot. He had pace for someone his
yeah,
build. Steven could run, like, it was crazy.
yeah.
And then don't get me on his shooting. Don't get me on Steven Gerrard's outside 18 shots. Like, it's as if do you remember playing those games that when you're in a particular position and you shoot, it's definitely a goal? That was
Yeah.
Steven Gerrard. Like, once he gets in those positions and the defenders are too slow to cover him up, like, it's an automatic goal. He had this pinpoint accuracy from outside the post. His shot power, his passes. He did have that Paul Scholes long pass too. He knew how to walk the ball upfield. Um, and then, apart from his goals, and what I really admire about Steven Gerrard is his leadership in the team. I
Mm,
can never forget although it wasn't in the Premier League, I can't forget the Champions League 2005 against AC Milan in the finals and all. Like, I think he was the one that kickstarted the
that's
comeback
what
or
I'm saying,
something.
man. He
You
he
know,
dragged his
he
team,
was the
bruv,
one
and
that,
that's
yeah,
yeah,
you get that's something that really counts. That's something that really counts. And I
Mm.
remember watching the game. He kept on, like, even at 3-0 down, Steven Gerrard was that one player that didn't lose heart. He was that one player that, I till today, I feel it's Steven Gerrard's aura that won them that game. You get, it
yeah,
was his, drive, it was his dedication, it was his vision,
Mm.
that won them that game. Because he never gave up, to the dying minutes. He kept on pushing his team, telling them that they could do it. And just like magic, one goal turned to two goals, and you know, it was just easy at that point when it was 3-2. Even me, I knew that Liverpool was going to equalize because it was just, and he replicated that plenty other times, you know,
yeah.
that people didn't really look or see, Although he did
Mm.
have the whole bad spell. He doesn't have any trophy in Liverpool apart from that Champions League, right? I don't think he won the Premier League
No,
or
he's won
FA
FA
or League
Cups.
Cup.
No.
He's got FA Cups, Carabao Cups, UEFA
Yeah.
Cup.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
oh,
got.
oh,
Yeah, he's
oh.
got
I
quite a
think we
lot.
should pull up his stats. We
He's
should pull up
got
his
quite a
stats
lot.
and
He's got quite a lot
yeah,
of trophies. Yeah, here it
correct.
is. So he
Oh,
got,
yeah,
well,
pretty
obviously
cool.
it doesn't really say anything there, but
Yeah, yeah.
504 goals. I mean appearances, 120
Appearances.
goals,
Yeah,
92 assists. Yeah,
yeah.
a
Alright,
Steven was
cool.
legend.
special. So yeah. Although he did have the
Alright.
bad spell when he slipped and fell when they were supposed to win the Premier League, I think, and then he slipped and fell, and yeah.
Yeah,
But
man.
apart from
It's
that, Steven had a wonderful season. He had a wonderful career at Liverpool, and you know, he for me he is top five Premier League centre midfielders of all time. He definitely makes it.
yeah.
Definitely
There
makes
it
it.
is. 710 games for Liverpool, 186 goals, 155 5 assists. Like, yeah, man, Steven Gerrard. Yeah, man, what a player, man. He
Yeah.
stuck with Liverpool. He was with them while they were in the mud.
the
They
the
were seriously
longevity,
in the mud.
you really said something about longevity. The longevity and
Yeah.
always,
So he's got
it's impeccable. Sticking with the team.
yeah,
Mm.
3 League Cups, 2 FA Cups, 1 UEFA Cup, 2 Super Cups, and a Champions League, man.
Mhm.
The only thing missing
That's
from him,
that's crazy. Is a Premier
the
League.
Premier League, man. And that's
Mhm.
the killer. Like, that's always gonna be held
Yeah,
against him, man. The
Yeah.
Premier
And
League,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
not
yeah,
getting that
yeah,
Premier
yeah,
League. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Alright.
It's one of them, man. Twist, what's your number
My,
5?
my number 5 is David Silva, purely because of the footballing ability. Again,
Yeah,
most players that you listen to their interview, most ex-Man City players or most players that's actually played with him. When you ask them
yeah,
who's the best player you've played with, I'm talking about players that probably played with Ronaldo, played with some
yeah,
big players as well. They say, "Oh, David Silva, oh, he was crazy good." They say, "No,
yeah.
no,
He
no, no, no.
was
David Silva
crazy
was
good.
crazy good."
He was
You know
crazy
what I'm
good.
saying?
He was
So I'll
crazy
put him
good.
at 5 for that. I don't know the stats. I don't know, but I shouldn't be bad at stats. He's a joy
We
to watch
put
as
we
well.
put it
But
up earlier.
yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't. I mean, the trophies. Sorry, the trophy. I don't know what the trophy cabinet's looking like.
it's looking
Yeah,
healthy.
it should be all right.
But
I know.
definitely, definitely.
In
Yeah,
Spain, as an
4 Premier
all-round player,
Leagues.
he's got a World Cup, I think, and everything. Whatever,
Yeah,
whatever.
Euros, World Cup. He's
Yeah,
got
yeah. He's an
everything.
accomplished player, but in the Premier League, just based on his balling ability, just yeah, I'll put him in the top 5. Yeah, so that's my number 5.
Yeah, man. That's quite fair. Where did you have him, Nana? 6th.
I had him at 6. I had him at 6.
Yeah, man. So,
I had him at 6.
Not
and that's
bad.
funny.
It
You
close,
had him in
close.
6. Twisty had him in 5, and I have him in number
Mm.
4.
What you got him for?
We
Which
got him
you
at
could
4.
argue, you'd say is controversial, but I
Mm.
just
No,
love his track.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair. I
It's
think
all
it's
Yeah,
right.
fair.
but
He deserves the
obviously,
position.
yeah, he deserves his position there, but obviously, I have him higher than KDB, so there you go. That's the controversy, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah,
I think there's a
definitely
little glitch in
controversial.
that, but like I said, there has to be
Yeah, man.
diversity. There has to be different
Like
mindsets and all
David
that. What
Silva.
you know?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
went back because what I'd done, I had to go back and start watching people because you forget.
Mm.
Like you forget. If you see his first goal he scored for Man City, because I remember he came
Crazy
into
good.
Man
Yeah.
City, yeah? He came into Man City and I feel like the first, I don't know, it might have been the first 6 months. It was, mm, is he gonna be a flop?
Shaky.
Is he gonna be that kind of player we see at Valencia? Because I remember David Silva from Football Manager. I think it was that Football Manager either
Mm.
2006 or Football Manager 2008. And I was like, yes, let's get this player. Him and Juan Mata, two ballers that
Mm.
come from Valencia.
Mm.
And he came to the Premier League and he's left his mark. He's a magician.
Yeah,
Like
He
yeah,
is.
yeah,
He
yeah,
the
is. He
tech,
is.
yeah,
the,
Is.
yeah.
his level of technical ability, like I said, that first goal he scored, oh wow, wow,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
wow, man. And yeah,
yeah. Even now he's
this is a
retired. He still
feeling.
balls like he still balls like he still plays for a team.
And you know,
I was
like you see with left-footed players, it just there's just something different about them.
gliding.
When they strike a ball, he was so diminutive, so small, but
Mm.
Yeah, but his
Yeah,
touches were
yeah,
it
yeah.
crazy. Like
you never
I
really
remember
see him
watching
get bullied.
Silva.
And that's when
Exactly.
you know
Exactly.
someone's a player,
Ex-
like the Xavis,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Iniestas.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
really, you don't
Yeah.
see them getting bullied really.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's my number 4.
I think my top 10 isn't bad now. Actually, I think my top 5 isn't bad. God,
Yeah, man.
Nado, go on.
That, David Silva. I remember watching him, and I think he used the right word. You know, the little magician. No,
Yeah.
he was spectacular. He was spectacular. Yeah, you never really saw him get bullied. You know, although he was small and everything, he always found his way. He always made his way. You know, he always paved the way for the forwards to move. And
Yeah.
I remember seeing him at every point of the game. You know, in the middle, at the flanks, like David was just everywhere. And then
Mm.
his little dinks into the 18-yard bust that really caused problems. I know. I always trusted David to get the ball into the box, no matter how tight or no matter how close he's marked. I know. So yeah,
Special.
I
And
like
that
progressive players, and he was really a progressive player. You know, those players that even though it's just one person or two people in his ball, he pushes regardless, and make sure that the ball transitions from their own side of the pitch to the opponents. And
Yeah, man, and that's the thing. You don't
nice
really
pick,
lose.
nice pick, nice
Yeah,
pick for number 4.
you don't really lose the ball. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's like the guy, the pass before the pass. Sometimes KDB gets all the
Exactly,
headlines.
exactly.
KDB gets all the headlines, all the assists. But if you I'm sure if you ask these players, they'll probably say, yeah, David Silva. Who did you play with in training? David Silva, special player. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it. They're probably not gonna come out and say, oh yeah, David Silva was better than KDB right now. But don't be surprised if Pep will probably say it. I won't be surprised if Pep will say
Definitely,
it.
definitely.
Mm.
But we're picking our parameters based on some statistics too.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
of course, of
in
course.
my in my
That's
in my
why look,
opinion,
that's why I had them. It was a toss up because remember I said
yeah,
I didn't even have him in my top 10 to begin with.
yeah.
I didn't have him in my top 10, but I had to just go and do the research and remember truly, and I'm like, wow, what a player. And those are the type of players I like. Like I said, Cazzola, your David Silvers. I like them kind of players, man.
Yeah,
So yeah, man,
I do feel David Silva is more
it's
technically
underrated, man.
gifted. Definitely,
Some people
definitely.
wouldn't even
I
put
do
him in
feel
their top 10.
no, definitely. He makes it for me anytime. Anytime he
Back.
makes it in for me. You get so.
I'm back. Let me
I
give
do.
my number 4. I'm back. I'm back, sir.
All right, sure. Go with your number 4 already.
My number 4 is Paul Scholes. Because this
Oof.
is where
Goals,
we
yeah.
get to the legends, the people with the trophies, the impact,
Mhm.
and the footballing ability, the long
Mm.
range
The
strike, the
stats.
passes, and
The
everything.
stats.
Yeah, so number
Where
4,
did
Paul Scholes.
where did you have him, Nano? 8, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I had
I
him
think
at no, I
Nano
had
had
him
him
at
at
7. I had him at
7.
7.
Seven.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I had him
Yeah,
at
top,
7.
yeah, he's top 5 still. So number 4 is Paul Scholes.
Okay, yeah, man. Chat to me about Mr. Paul.
I think I have the most controversial top 5, but let's keep rolling.
Yeah, the ability is there in it, like from the strikes to the pass to the impact in the game. You know, came back from the injury to still have an impact in United. So he was just that guy. Got a lot of trophies with them.
Yeah.
What else can I say about him, man? He's just part of the legendary Premier League midfield. You know who I'm talking about. You
Yeah.
can't say them and leave him far behind. It's not
Yeah.
possible. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Lampard,
can't.
Gerrard, Scholes.
Yeah, you know
Pick
who
your
I'm talking
order.
about.
Like
And I could say
literally.
Xavi Alonso.
Mm. But obviously, yeah. More DM though, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. So yeah, man. Nano, what's your number 4, bro?
My number 4.
No video call. I'm streaming.
I'm going right.
Yeah.
Have you said your number 4?
Yeah, my number 4, David Silva.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, so my number 4 is none other. I think he's been mentioned here before, anyways. So my number 4 is Frank, Big Uncle
Okay.
Frank. I call him Uncle Frank. Yeah,
Frank Lampard, yeah.
Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank Lampard is my number 4
Yeah, sounds
center
about right.
midfielders of all time. And I think someone had Lampard here. Was that you?
Yeah, I had him at number 6, so not too far away.
Okay, so he's
Not too
not
far
too
away.
far away. Not too far away. He's my number 4 for the reasons we've already chatted about.
Yeah.
Highest the midfielder to score the highest goals in the Premier League. Not just there are some people that score goals and then there's some people that score important goals. There's
Yeah.
just like something Twisty was saying about Bruno. Bruno is that kind of player. Bruno scores. Bruno has goals that has won the most points for United, and that is impactful goals. And
Yeah.
Frank Lampard was like that for Chelsea. He doesn't just score goals; he scores goals that matter. He scores goals that counts. He
Yeah.
scores goals that bring points, that bring teams, that bring trophies to the team. He scores goals that makes the difference. He scores goals that makes the difference for Chelsea. You know, carry them to the Champions League, carry them to, in fact, literally carried Chelsea everywhere. Like John Terry, then had Chelsea on their back the whole time. Like you can't
Yeah.
talk about Chelsea's campaign and
Yeah.
history and
Yeah.
accolades and trophies without mentioning Frank Lampard. So yeah,
Check. Terry, Drogba, Lampard. That's
that's
basically your.
Chelsea. That's
Yeah,
Chelsea
man.
Michael
heritage. You
Essien.
just caught it.
Mm.
True,
Michael
Michael
Essien.
Essien. He has some of the unsung heroes too. Michael
He was
was
Yeah,
pivotal as
Michael
well.
was
there's loads of
Michael
unsung
was
heroes there, man. You literally got
yeah,
Makaleli, who invented the DM position, you could say.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I don't have no arguments with that. But wait, Nano, what's your number 9?
My number 9 is Henderson. I said Henderson is number 9.
Okay, Henderson. Yeah.
Jordan
And
Henderson.
Twisty, what
Yeah.
was your number 8?
What was my 10 was Modric. 9
Yeah,
was I
10,
can't even
Roy
remember.
Keane. And
9
then,
was Roy Keane, yeah. I agreed with you.
yeah.
8 was
Yeah.
who did I have
You're
as number
winging
8?
it like you're.
No, I didn't write it down. No, I didn't write it. No, I didn't write mine down.
Okay,
Yaya Toure
okay,
was number
okay.
6, innit?
Nah,
No.
7.
Yaya was 7.
And Pogba was 6. But
Pogba was
yeah,
6. Who was 8?
you need to think about that. But yeah. Um,
Yeah.
what's it called? My number 3. We'll go into the top 3.
Mm.
Now,
Wait,
now it
Down
gets.
to the business end of it.
this is where we start to get serious.
To the business end of it.
Yeah.
I feel like my top 3 is quite obvious because if I haven't said their names yet, it's quite obvious who's in my top 3. But yeah, my number 3,
Number 3.
the legend, Arsenal
Mm,
captain Patrick Vieira,
Oh,
mm, 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 mm,
307
mm, mm.
appearances,
I forgot
31
about this. Yeah.
goals, 34 assists, one player this season. You see, Patrick Vieira, this is a player that he came to Arsenal and he was having a tough time in Italy. But once Wenger got his hands on him,
He
this
was.
man was
He
a
was. He
totally
was.
different player. Won the
Yeah.
double in 97, 98. Won the double again as captain in 2002. Wait, I don't know if he was the captain in 2002. I'm not too sure. I think it might have still been Tony Adams if Tony Adams was there. But still, he was a leader amongst men, box to box. When I think of a box to box midfielder, I think of
This was.
Patrick Vieira. Long limbs, combative midfielder, can score goals, drive up the pitch. He can do it
Yeah.
all.
He had that
Smashing.
pace with his height and his power. He did have that pace, and it was really, scary for other. You know what? I think I'm replacing him on my list. I'm replacing Jordan Henderson with him on my list because I kind of did an arrangement for my
Yeah, I
list.
think I even
So
put him in number 8 for me or replace Pogba still. I forgot about him.
yeah, so I'm putting him on my list and taking Jordan Henderson off my list.
Let me show you.
So
I
yeah,
don't think people know about greatness. I told people about greatness. So, like I said, at Arsenal, Patrick Vieira, he won 3 league titles with Arsenal, and I believe 4 FA Cups, 2 doubles, an Invincible, a World Cup, a Euros,
Well,
while he was at Arsenal. And let me show you some more. Champions League winner at Inter Milan. He left 5 league titles. No, 4 league titles with Inter Milan when he left Arsenal. So what more can you ask for from a centre midfielder? He's a legend. He done it in the Premier
he
League.
is.
He done it in Serie A. And that's my reason for Patrick Vieira being in it. He's happy to get the red card. We know him for that famous war with Roy Keane. It's famous. Famous. Every
Very
time,
famous one.
every time Arsenal and Man United played, that made the Premier League. It made the Premier League. You're waiting for their battles. Everyone
That was
around
your
the
classical.
world remembers Patrick Vieira and Roy Keane. And that he's left the impact. He's won the trophies. The footballing ability is underrated. He scores goals. And he's an Arsenal player.
What
So
more
of
can you
course he had
ask
to be
from?
high up on my list, man. He had to be. Hey. Hey.
Good choice.
Huh? Yeah. What's you guys number 3?
Mm.
Yeah. My number 3. You've put Vieira on my own list, right?
We're not changing. We've locked it in, bro. I'm locking
I'm
it
not
Oh,
in.
changing.
okay.
I'm not changing no one's list. It's locked in.
Oh, okay. Because I,
It's
I didn't
locked
really
in.
know about
Yeah.
Patrick Vieira like until we started calling him, but it's fine. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. Moving on.
Yeah.
So
We're locking it in.
my number three midfielder of all time is Yaya Toure.
Okay.
Mm. Not bad.
Go
Yeah.
on. Go on. Explain. Chat to me. Chat to me about Yaya.
What's the reason behind?
Well, well,
Above
somehow some of
Lampard and
these,
Gerrard.
yes,
You know where
above
I'm going.
Lampard and Gerrard. Yes, above Lampard and Gerrard because Yaya was. I think Yaya was on the Ballon d'Or list sometime, like top 3 or top 4, right?
I don't
I think
know.
I
It
think,
might
I think he was.
if he was because it was because of that season where he scored the 20 goals and
Yeah,
he done a
yeah,
madness
yeah,
at Man
yeah,
City.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He was. Yeah, Toure was. Some of the things you said about Patrick Vieira, he was that kind of player too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
Toure
like
know
a,
how
a
to.
regen.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
modern day. He was like a modern day
exactly.
Patrick Vieira.
Exactly, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. He had the height and he had the pace too, and he had the strength.
Yes. Everything.
You would see
Passing ability,
you see
technical ability,
passing
everything.
ability, technical ability, the
It
shots,
was
both
great.
feet too. He was Yaya was a player that could um, win you games. Single handedly. Yeah,
Even played
yeah.
centre back at Barcelona.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
Yeah, so
So
that's number 3, yeah?
yeah, that's my number 3. He was a player that could win you games, like out of nowhere. Yaya would win you games. Yeah, it was that special.
Yeah,
It was
it
that
was
special.
serious.
It's fair, bruv. It's one of them, bruv. This, you see the list, like it's kind of like controversial. No matter what way, no matter what
No
way you
matter
look
what
at it.
way, you can't
Yeah,
not
like
offend.
everyone's got different. It's bruv. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
That's why it
yeah.
depends on what you judged it on, innit? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally. Like I
Yeah.
said, I was tossing and turning. I didn't have people in the list. They had to come into the list. I had people high, then I had them low. I took them out. My top 2, I was tossing and turning. I didn't know which way to go. But yeah, Twisty, you're
Number 3, Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard, yeah?
No, wait, actually, number 3, Steven Gerrard. Yeah.
Okay.
Stevie G as number 3. As
Yeah.
a Liverpool icon and legend,
Yeah.
very
Chat.
impactful. Like,
Mm.
just Steven Gerrard on the touchline
Mm.
could give the whole team hope that they could get a long range effort in, or they could,
Yeah.
they played with belief with Stevie G on the touchline. Right, he was influential. He scored some important goals. He's a big player for big matches. What else can I say about Steven Gerrard? His accomplishment, obviously, in our era, that's in our lifetime, in our own era, he's that guy. So I don't know
Mm.
about maybe before in the Premier League, and you know what I'm saying, like other people, but for our era, it's Stevie G, Scholes, Stevie G. We know who we're talking about. Yeah, so yeah, he's that guy for me. His footballing ability, because you can still go watch his highlights till now. He's got
Mm.
a hell of a strike. He's got his passing is good. He was a great player. He wasn't just overhyped. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah,
Mm.
Stevie G was a great player. Yeah, so that's my number 3.
Yeah. Like I said, man, we spoke about Stevie G. What a player he is, man. What a
Yep,
player, man. And yeah, number 2. We're down to
Number 2
the top
to
2
top
now,
2.
man. So my top 2. I heard you guys' shouts about your top 2s, your top this. Mine, Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes
so
is
Oof,
my
oof,
number 2.
okay,
oof,
So
okay,
Paul
not bad, not bad,
Scholes.
not bad.
oof.
So technical ability, Paul Scholes, he had it all. You just
Yeah,
need to go and look back.
and the highlights
I
in it. Yeah,
remembered it. No, but I can remember his passing range. But what you don't, the little things that you might forget is the little cheeky dinks, scooping the ball into the box, long range strikes,
yeah, 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 yeah,
getting
yeah,
into the box and scoring goals. He could play
yeah, yeah.
attacking midfielder. He could play defensive midfield. He could play centre midfield.
Them long
I've
range
got
efforts.
yeah. It says here. I got a quote. Paul Scholes, a Man United legend, is often cited as an inspiration at Barcelona's La Masia Academy, with Lionel Messi even stating that Paul Scholes' name was frequently mentioned and he was seen as a teacher. So that's how good he was. They've took him from the Premier League and they're talking about him in
Let me see.
Barcelona's academy. That is how high they rate him. Players like Zidane say he's the best midfielder. And I had to go and see it because I was tossing and turning between number 1. I think I even had him at number 5. But
Mm.
no, I had to give him his respect. And here it is. 11 Premier Leagues. 11.
Oh, oh,
4 Player of the Months. 499 appearances. 107 goals. 95 assists. So he's
yeah.
almost got the 100 club times 2. Plus, I think you forget Paul Scholes retired. He
And
retired.
came back.
I like that.
He
How old was
retired.
he?
And then Aguero! Sir Alex Ferguson picked up the phone. It's not just RVP that won them the league. A 39-year-old or whatever age he was, Paul Scholes had to come out of retirement to save Man United that season as well. That is how good the player is. And I don't know if any players on this list can do that. KDB, how old is he? He's like 32. He's finished. He's finished at 32. These players have longevity going
Yeah,
towards
yeah,
40 years old.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Paul Scholes,
Yeah, yeah.
I had to have him
Say
as
what you
number
want.
2,
I got
man.
my example for why. But
I
anyway,
have him as
yeah,
number
Paul
2,
Scholes is
man.
great. It's amazing. It's amazing. Top player, top stuff,
Yeah.
top stuff.
So number twos.
Nano.
No,
So
no.
to see you going
What's your
first or
number
am I
two?
going?
Oh, go first, because mine is someone that's been said
Well,
already. So it's a quick wrap up.
my number two is very controversial. I don't think I have brought the controversial on like our last,
Yeah.
meeting. Yeah, but my number two is very controversial, and I stick with him as my number two because first of all, it's none other than N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante is my number two, and
Ngolo Kante, Ngolo Kante, Ngolo.
reason reason being that N'Golo Kante is just I don't even know the word to describe N'Golo Kante.
Phenomenal. I didn't
You
even know he
know,
was on this list.
He went.
yeah, from Leicester City to
He went.
Chelsea and
Yeah.
all and I think he won everything, right? I think
Yeah,
he won
phenomenal
everything.
player.
The Premier League, the Champions League. He did win the Premier League with Leicester City, right? 2016 before he came to
Yeah. Won
Chelsea.
the Prem with
Um,
with a team that was the odds of them winning the league was like,
you
what
get
was it?
and he
Crazy.
was he was one of
Yeah,
those
him,
players that
Maguire, Mahrez.
yeah, unsung heroes too at Leicester City because everybody just saw Jamie Vardy banging in the goals, but there was somebody picking the ball
But you
and
could
running
argue
up
they've
to
all had a better career than Jamie Vardy, from Maguire to Mahrez to Jamie Vardy's the one with actually that's the only success he got. But yeah, anyway,
And I got the
yeah,
FA
yeah.
Cup as well.
I think Jamie Vardy's reason was because he refused to leave Leicester City because every other one of them that left Leicester City did get something out of themselves. But
yeah,
that's by the way. So yeah, N'Golo Kante for
Kante.
me. Why he's my number two? Why he's that high up? Although technically speaking, if you're talking about longevity, he really falls out there. But I'm really keen on people that make a lot of impacts with the really short time that they have. And N'Golo Kante is one of those people that his impact was like from all my days, like watching Chelsea, watching Leicester City. Then you just see N'Golo Kante everywhere. He was like an extra man. He was like a 12th man. He was like two people in the team. Like if Chelsea or Leicester City then had a red card, like I'm not sure you'd really notice it then because N'Golo Kante was like filling two people's roles and position.
Yeah,
Also him
one of the
being
most hardworking
instrumental
players.
in
Yeah,
yeah, very hardworking. Like exactly, that's my point. And when I mean hard work, not the kind of hard work some people like to portray on their social media. I don't even think N'Golo Kante has a social media, so yeah, but like
yeah,
the kind of hard work you see on the pitch, like
yeah. It goes in.
his team loses the ball and he's one of the first to get back there. His team wins the ball and he probably won it, and he's the one pushing the attack back up there. You could see him in his own box, and then in 4 seconds, literally, he's in the opponent's box. He had that speed, he had that ability to cover ground on the pitch. He had that omnipotence. He didn't get much
He's
goals,
everywhere.
but yes, he's everywhere. He didn't get that much goals, but his impact was felt from his season at Leicester, his season at Chelsea, and
Mhm.
these are like the Premier League clubs he played for. And even in Chelsea's Champions League campaign, I think he gave the pass to Kai Havertz that scored the goal in the Champions League. I think he won the ball, pushed the ball up the field, and then gave the pass to Kai Havertz against Manchester City that won them the Champions League in that was 21, right? Yeah. So N'Golo Kante for me is my top two Premier League center midfielders of all time because of his short
Impact on the
but
team.
impactful career in the Premier League. You know, the trophies speak for itself. You know, the awards speak for itself. The accolades speak for itself. His numbers too speak for itself. You know, his heat map speaks for itself too. So, yeah, N'Golo Kante.
No, fairs. And
Mhm.
Swiss. Anything
Okay.
to add? We jumping
Mm-mm.
around.
No. N'Golo Kante, not a bad
What?
shout. Not a bad shout. Mhm. My number 2, no controversy, nothing controversial. Frank Lampard, because this is why I had to put him in the top 3. You can't say he's the greatest Premier League midfielders and don't mention him.
Mm.
The list is not complete, like in any way you look at it. So yeah, this is my number 2 Premier League. That's the word attached to it. Premier League. So yeah, he's number 2 for the Premier League, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, my number
fairs,
2.
man. Yeah, and a go into number 1. My
Yeah.
number 1, Stevie
Yeah,
G,
go for your number
Steven
one first.
Gerrard, the
Stevie
Scouser,
G.
Stevie G.
Oh,
It was a,
Stevie made your number one.
yeah, man, it was a toss up between him and Scholes, but he edges it out, man. He, like I said, he played in a shocking Liverpool side. Shocking Liverpool side. With I was just looking at it. When I watch the games, I see him playing with Charlie Adam, Andy Carroll, Ricky Lambert, David Ngog, some horrible players.
But he
Jimmy
also played with Xavi
Traore,
Jimmy
Alonso, Joe
Carragher, Jimmy
Jimmy
Alderete.
Traore,
Carragher.
yeah,
He played
Jamie
with some ballers,
Carragher.
man.
Yeah, he played. Yeah, he played in some good Liverpool sides as well, but that was
Fernando
broken up.
Torres, Luis
That was
Suarez,
broken
Coutinho.
up after 2 years. And look, when he had the good teams, he was close. One slip away from the league, and the other season when he had, I think Mascherano, Xavi Alonso, they finished second as well.
Mhm.
Dragged them to a Champions League. Some would say almost single-handedly with the help of Jersey Dudek. But
Mhm.
yeah, man, Steven Gerrard is a player, man.
Yeah. Top,
I ain't got nothing more to add.
top quality player.
Yeah.
You know, impactful for the Liverpool team, like we said before, as an icon.
Mm,
So you can't
yeah.
say English midfielders in the Premier League and not put Stevie Gerrard in, Paul Scholes or Frank Lampard in. That's not up
Yeah,
for
man.
debate for the top. Not really up for debate
Yeah.
so
They're in
much.
the
Yeah.
top 10 no matter what.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not really up for debate. Top
yeah,
5, I
like,
think. Yeah, not really up for debate. So
yeah, it's like you have to have at least two of them usually in your
yeah,
top
yeah,
five, man. Like,
yeah.
literally, man.
So
So,
yeah, it's fair enough. Most
yeah,
football
man.
fans around any country wouldn't argue that Premier League stat could back that up. So yeah, that's fair
Yeah.
enough.
Any metric. Nano, who's your number 1?
I think I and Tuesday have a joint number one. I think we have the same number one, so we could just
So,
What?
chat it up as one as a unanimous number one. Because
yeah.
No.
frankly, KDB is yeah, you could say he's
Yeah.
finished at 32, but man, KDB is that
Special.
one that one
He's
that one
he's done, you
midfielder
know. He's
that I
still
would
got
say
longevity.
is
He's still got longevity though,
yeah,
anyway.
yeah, he
All right,
does,
because
he
my
does.
battery's
Like
low, guys. Let me just put because we're joint for number 1 anyway. Me and Nano.
yeah,
Let
yeah,
me just make this
yeah,
point about KDB. You
yeah.
see, anytime the title race is on, yeah. Oh, the last time the title race was on, he was coming back from injury,
Mm,
bro. He
Yeah,
came back
he's
from
really
injury
injury
to win
prone.
them that title, bro.
yeah.
A man was warming up from injury, and the news was carrying it. It was on the news, bro. KDB's back, and he didn't just come back and just like, oh, what was the hype about? No, he came back and made Haaland the top scorer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, Yeah, the Newcastle game. He changed
yeah,
it. They were losing 2-1. He
yeah,
came
yeah, yeah.
back.
You
I
remember
think, yeah, I swear he scored and he gave Oscar Bob
an
the
assist? Yeah,
assist.
Yeah,
Like
exactly,
goal and
exactly,
assist. He is
exactly.
that.
world
So
class.
yeah,
He is in our era. Like you said, you know why you
he
didn't
is
rank him
what.
high. It's because he's still playing.
Yeah.
If he's retired, you might
That's what
change
I
your
said.
mind. Yeah.
That's what I said, probably.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know what I
Lads,
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I'm gonna bid you lot farewell. My battery's low. I'm gonna bid you lot farewell for the night.
Yeah, man.
My people. You lot
Man.
can round up, man. I'll watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, man.
Cool,
Say
cool, cool,
nothing.
cool.
So, cool. So, Nano, I'll share the screen, yeah?
Yeah.
And
So
we'll
yeah,
do our overall.
yeah. So yeah, KDB. Yeah, I think it says it
Oh,
all.
yeah,
Like I said,
yeah, yeah. Go on.
if you're looking for a player to get you a short assist, like if you were given any striker at all in the Premier League, and you asked to pick a midfielder that you know could provide an assist and probably create a goal anytime, I would pick Kevin De Bruyne anytime to do that because you know he has that special touch. It's as if he
Yeah,
knows the exact power and the exact range to send the ball to reach even a striker that is like the size of Defoe. Like you said, the Oscar Bob pass and all in that
yeah.
game that he came on.
Sensational.
Like look at us, look at Oscar Bob. Like he's not even tall. Like the odds of that ball getting to his drop feet, you know, it had to be
Yeah,
Kevin De Bruyne's
assist.
calculations that could get
Yeah,
that. Yeah, his calculations are off the chart. You know, he knows how to play football the perfect way. You know, even not just like his goals too. You know, it's not just his assists, his goals too. You know, his both
complete
feet too. He
striker
knows
of
how
the
to
ball.
shoot from outside the.
Mm.
Yeah. And I remember this game in us against Arsenal that they sent the ball and there was just one defender on him, and I think the keeper came out and then he just lobbed it from the touch throwing line. He just lobbed it into the net, and those are the kind of things Kevin De Bruyne can do. He's special with the touch too, and he's very technical, very technical player. He knows exactly how and when to touch the ball to get the results he wants. So in the history of the Premier League, I haven't really seen any player as good as what a center midfielder is supposed to be that is that has done it better than
KDB.
Kevin De Bruyne, you know, and then he has the trophies, the goals, and
Yeah,
the accolades to back it up too. So yeah, that's my number one.
that's. I can't. I ain't gonna argue with you. To be fair, like, you
Yeah,
know what I mean. Like, what, 6 Premier Leagues, over a
yeah,
hundred assists. Yeah, man. Kevin De
that's
Bruyne, man,
crazy.
he's a special player. And like I
It's
said, I'll
special,
probably,
very
I
special.
might come back to it when he retires and say, you know what, this guy's
Mm,
probably in the
mm,
top
mm,
three.
yeah.
You know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
you know,
Like,
he goes up there with Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, and Paul
yeah,
Scholes. So you know,
yeah,
it's the Liverpool,
yeah,
Chelsea, and then
yeah,
Man United midfielders, and then
yeah,
he makes Man City. He puts Man City in that map as a
yeah,
midfielder too that has really been impactful in you know this top
yeah.
division football
Like,
in the Premier League and all.
that's what I'm saying. I had Vieira in three, but that's more a feeling slash a bias. But
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
KDB, when he retires, you're gonna have him higher. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's
He's definitely
like,
up there.
because
He's
you don't
definitely
win
up there.
6 Premier Leagues.
Definitely.
Like,
Nah, nah,
he's
nah,
undeniable,
nah,
man.
nah.
But yeah,
I'm
so
very undeniable.
we're gonna wrap it up, but we're gonna do the overall
Yeah.
top 10,
So let's go.
combine it. Yeah, with all of us. Here we go, man. So, done it a bit too. Sorry. There it is. Here we go. So it looks
Can't we?
like
Can't we?
KDB's unite. What gone?
Yeah. Can't we really just get Jordan Henderson off my number 9 because I pick Patrick Vieira any day. I'll
Yeah,
pick Patrick Vieira any day. Like,
don't worry, man.
let's go.
I'm sure he's not even gonna make the overall top 10. You get
I'm
me?
sure he's not going to make it because he just appeared
So
once, and
number
everybody will be
one,
like, "How did he get in here?" And,
yeah,
KDB
number
definitely
one,
number one.
we got KDB. Number two, well, phew, we got
Mm,
Lampard in
let's see.
2, 4, and 6. And we got Gerrard in 1, 3, and 5. Okay, so it's Gerrard number 2 and Lampard number 3.
Yeah.
That was the wrong place. Sorry. Yep, Gerrard number 2. Gerrard. Steven Gerrard.
Steven Gerrard.
Lampard.
And then his big shirts. I like that he always wore big shirts, jerseys,
Yeah,
and and he always tucked it in. And then he runs and it's flapping everywhere.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And
These they're from a different era. Then next, who
they
we
are
got?
there.
We got David Silva 456. It looks like David Silva. See, look, that's not
Yeah,
crazy,
it's
is it?
definitely. It's
But
not
wait,
at
we
all.
also
It's
got
not.
Skulls in 2, 4, and 7. Yeah, so
So
David
it
Silva
scores,
fours.
definitely scores. Isn't it supposed to be scores? Because scores is 2 and 4, and David Silva is up 4 first. So I think scores makes
Oh,
number
yeah, it is. Yeah,
4
Skulls.
before
Yeah,
David
you're right.
Silva.
Yeah, you're right. Skulls.
It's really shaping up already.
Yeah. See, look, I had David Silva 4. We've got him in 5. So you get me?
Yeah,
It's not too
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
of a shout
No,
when you
not
think
at all.
about it, is
Not
it?
at all. No, no.
Number 6.
Then
Oof.
number 6.
Here we
Oof,
got.
what do we have in
Where's
number
Yaya?
6 now? Yeah,
Yaya's
Yaya is
in
number
3.
Yeah, this
3,
appears
7. Yeah,
one.
there we go. Yaya next. So we got Yaya in number 6. There we go. And then I believe it's Cesc Fabregas next up on the list.
Yeah,
7,
because he
8, and 8.
appears.
Fabregas. Yeah, man, it's a good list, man. It's not ended up too badly, man.
Nah, it's not. It's not.
And then who next? We've got I believe it's gonna be
Um,
Modric has appeared twice, and so has Roy Keane.
so it has to be Roy King because Roy King is like higher on the list.
Yeah. Keane, Modric, and last but not least, we got N'Golo Kante. Even though we had him in the DM, but
In this
I guess
second.
we'll stick him there, man. But yeah, man. Let us know what you think.
This
That's our top
this a
10.
really nice list looking actually.
Yeah, man. So
Wow.
we got ADB tops the charts.
Steven
Gerrard in
Gerrard.
second. Lampard. Then Scholes. Then David Silva. In sixth,
Then
Yaya
Yaya
Toure.
Toure.
Seventh, Fabregas. Eighth, Roy Keane. Ninth, Modric. And last but not least, N'Golo Kante, man. But yeah, guys, in the comments, let us know what you think. Do you agree with our top 10? If not, drop a comment, drop a like, drop a subscribe. This has been the top 10 Premier League midfielders. Nano, thanks for coming on. Pleasure as always. Great pleasure to talk football with you.
We're here always on the propaganda machine, and we're pushing more propaganda in our next
Come on.
episode. We're yeah.
Bless people.
Good night.